supported the Warriors, specifically my mother, who, for all you Roosevelt people, who went to Garfield High School in the 40s and worked on planes. My grandmother worked on ships, so I want to honor the women and the families that support the Warriors. And you know, I've been pretty fortunate. I've had 40 years of my life where not everything went right, but the best person. I'm fortunate to have two sons and good family and good friends around me. Whereas a lot of my brothers didn't come back, so I'd like to ask you to honor the memory of those who didn't come back, who didn't get to have a family, and life and loves and all the other good things. Remember our warriors and those that didn't come back, and thanks again for everyone.
Ray Loza from the Yaqui Nation. I served in the United States Marine Corps in 1967 and 1970. Also a Vietnam vet. And I want to welcome those of you who are here today to remember that this is a day to look forward to our future as well as our past, and hopefully we learn from our past so that we can prepare our children for the future. This is a real honor to be amongst my brothers. I hope me talk to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Nieto, Southern Paiute Pueblo Nation, U.S. Marines. I'd like to give everybody, especially the Marines here, a belated birthday. Yesterday was 237 years. That's awesome, because like I said, 237 years ago, there was a group formed, and that was the United States Marine Corps. And they still honor their values to this day. And that is one awesome thing. Thank you.
My name is Manuel Mendeville. I'm from the Tonawatom Nation. I served with the United States Marine Corps. I'm retired. I served with two carriers, the USS Valley Forge, Tripoli, attached with Recon, CH-46 Sea Knights. I was 1st Marine Division, 2nd Battalion, G Company, 7th Regiment Marines, and 9th Marines Amphibious Brigade. 2 tours in Vietnam, 60.
I love you, Grandma.
They come and go so fast. And especially my husband Ralph, he was a gore dancer. That's the one I should remember. That's who I come up here to.
Thank you, brother. We're going to turn it over to Sir Nation for an appropriate song for these veterans that have stepped up to the plate, that can defend our country.
I just wanted to say that.
Oh, we're going to ask our veterans to dance, asking the family members to come out and dance alongside of your loved ones. This song goes out to all of our veterans, men and women that have served our country proudly. Come on out, ladies and gentlemen. Shake their hands. Tell them thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as this song is being sung for our veterans, we know that freedom is a gift often taken for granted. This song goes out to those who fought for it and those who maintained it. We salute each and every soldier, airman, Marine, and sailor for your service. Genesis. And we as Native people have not forgotten those who did not come home. Oh, thank you, Senior Nation. I believe there's a red hot surfing in the arena right now. What a beautiful sight. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for coming out. All you boys, sitting in the tower radio song up, boys. Let's go. Ticket holders to the raffle. Every now and then, every hour on the hour, make your way over to the Native American Veterans Association booth. They are pulling tickets. You need to check in to see if they pulled your ticket or not.
Get them into their own words. Here, now, here.
Nice talking to you, man.
Yeah. Hanging out around here.
Take care. I'll get back over with my daughter and my grandson.
Oh, I know, huh?
Messing up your sales.
Make your way over there. Got some good old Indians too. Great, Ed. Take it away, boys. We're going to be going into the Head Woman Special. After this, so Head Woman, be making your way up here to see the arena director so we can get your special going.
Ted Tenorio. Now he was the vice president of Nava for many years, right?
6 years.
Yeah, I'm the founding of Nava. I want Ted to talk to us about the special meeting today.
We're going to turn the microphone over to the Head Woman and her spokesperson so we can go into her special.
Yes. The Native American Indian Veterans Association started in 2001. We knew that there was a need in greater Los Angeles area that organization needed to be founded for Native American veterans. Hence, out of the 2001, the nation proclaimed the National Native American Indian Heritage Month. From that day on, the Native American Indian Veterans Association have been serving veterans and their families in support of services and referrals and in helping our returning veterans do better adjustments while they're transitioning to civilian life. We then called Nava, Native American Veterans Association. Our role has been to serve the indigenous people and all veterans within our community. Los Angeles has the largest urban Indian population in the whole nation. There are 280,000 rural places that show that Los Angeles itself holds the largest indigenous population in the nation. Hence, we need to bring services to these families. We have been having our honor powwows during the Veterans Weekend, where we honor our veterans. In this powwow, we do roll calls where we call veterans to introduce themselves and what branch of services they were. In addition to that, on the Heritage Month site, we created an American Indian village where we have Native men to share the rich cultures in arts and crafts and storytelling. We have both traditional Native huts or housing, you might call it, with plains teepees so that people could engross themselves in educating the rich culture that the indigenous people of America have to offer. So we always have looked at our ancestry as a past of rich cultural heritage. We ask ourselves for the present that we look to the future, and then we come to the realization that we are all the same. So with that in mind, we are very honored to continue servicing our Native American community in services and referrals and enriching their lives through that. Thank you.
Chad went to British College together. What do you call his boys? Remember?
Yes.
You want to bring your daughter in?
Yes.
Daughter?
This is my daughter, Mariel Tenorio. We are from the Tegua Nation of New Mexico, and she's going to tell you a little bit about herself and what she's doing to help continue the traditional ways of American Indians in America.
I'm a 4th grade teacher. I teach in Woodland Hills, and I wanted my father to come talk to my kids to help continue our heritage and also spread our culture with my students. In November, it's the Native American Heritage Awareness Month, so I wanted to make sure that my kids understood and help preserve the culture and know that Native Americans are more than just people, the first people of California, but to actually understand and know their culture.
Beautiful family.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nava. Thank you, Nava. Thank you so much.
To help her go to an educational conference, so help her out. Got Reese's, Snickers, and Hershey's.
All my life. My mother was in the United States Air Force. She was not allowed to learn about her Native American heritage until I was in my early teens, almost 12, 13 years old. Now I'm 30 now, so that tells you how long she was not allowed to learn about it. She and I both are Mi'kmaq from the Abenaki Nation. Known this woman, I'm very proud to be this woman's son. I'm very proud of the time she put into protecting every one of you here. Oh.
Thank you. Okay, he did better than I thought he would. And as far back, so far in the research, back to the 1600s, my family has fought for this country. They have fought in all the wars. I even found one down in Gettysburg. And we're from New Hampshire. So I have brothers that were... I was in the military, so I couldn't go. When I did go home, I went there first. I told my mother afterwards that I had already been in town for a couple hours. And she understood. I grew up not knowing and not being allowed to learn my traditions. My grandmother used to tell me when she disappeared, I went to visit, going back to her people, but we weren't allowed to know. And somebody has asked me to come here for this powwow. We were back on the east side of LA back in 2004. So I'm glad to be back here. Wonderful, wonderful people. And you can just invite me back anytime. I'll be here, I promise. Right now, I'd like to give...
Sooners look.
Boomer Sooner.
Also, just want to let you know. Well, we would also like a representative. So that everyone can hear
This is
me.
for a woman, but it's just so neat. It's called a canteen gourd. And it has a mini canteen coin purse that goes with it.
It's very unique.
Thank you.
Do you make up most of this art?
Yeah.
You're the artist?
Yeah, I'm the artist.
What's your name again?
My name's Deborah Hamilton.
We would like to invite up the
Like
head
gourd work.
gourd dancer.
Oh, the gourd work?
Your work?
Yeah, this is all my work, yes.
Beautiful. Is there any particular tribal nation that your work is inspired by?
I'm really diverse. Yeah, so it's just a little bit of everything. This is Navajo basketry with the Navajo basket and the corn. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this
I really like the drum too.
yeah, it's nice, huh? And I just did some wood burning, some horses. And it's goat skin.
With the head man dancer.
Oh, with the mask.
You like the mask?
Oh yeah, I see the mask.
It's all done in leather, hand sewn. Takes approximately 8 days to complete. And then this is the back side. Shows you all the detail work that went into it. We've got macaw feathers and peacock feathers.
What sort of price does that have on it?
What's that, sir?
What sort of price on that one?
This one is $2.90.
That's good. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Look at Valerie.
Are you diabetic?
Yeah, but they just.
It was nice, huh? The animals.
Good.
I wanted to share this little bit with you because it's very rare that I find someone from my tribe. Beth and I started talking yesterday morning when I showed up. She's a Micmac from the main area as well. And it just does me so proud to see that my people are still active because we've lost so much in such a little time. So I would like to give her with a special necklace that I made of my people.
173rd Airborne. I was there in May of '65. And, long range reconnaissance medic. Kind of crazy, but I'm here.
The most honored veterans here today for the Nava annual event, right? 11th year is it?
Yeah, I've been spiritual leader for Nava.
And again, thank you to the committee for inviting me
I'm
here.
on the board. And this is, we've
I
been
hope
putting
you
on
ask
these
me back
calls
because I
every
love
year
it.
for the veterans and hoping that it's something that makes them feel that they can, remember their friends. With Grandma Lewis, please come out.
I was kind of curious, approximately how many native vets are there?
My mistake. Yeah, a lot. I can't even give you a number.
Warriors rise here before all the wars.
Okay. Oh yeah, since the beginning, right? As the smallest percentage in the country, we have the highest percentage that have been in combat.
So we're always in the front line to see back to the warriors, the brown berets, the green berets, a lot of skins up in the front lines.
We're even warriors here in our communities, still trying to do things for our people, bring our people back to feeling good about themselves and their traditions.
So what do we do now, Tony? What do we do now? Remember, we used to do a lot of stages and
still running. Also like that, if there are any female veterans in the audience, would you please come out? Helping on the community, doing weddings, funerals, whatever needs to be done as a spiritual leader. And I'm still counseling, although I do plan to retire in January. I'll continue to do the sweat lodges and work in the community. Norma!
Thanks, it's a beautiful day here in Southgate.
Norma,
join us for Nava next year again, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You want to see us next year at Nava.
Thank you.
Right, 20 to lock. Vietnam vets, warriors. Very honored.
I got the sun glare.
Let's
see.
Her name is Martina.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, we're here with Mary R now. She's been event coordinator for almost 10 years, right? We're so happy to be here today. Mary, can you tell us about what it takes to coordinate this event?
Oh my gosh, a lot of work. Advertising, getting donations for cakewalk or paying for this or that. Getting all the vendors together, marking the grounds, passing out flyers, getting the porta potties. You wouldn't think of that, but they're needed. The hot and cold sink, tower lights. I mean, there's just endless things that you have to do to get ready for this event.
It takes almost all year.
Well, we ask our head staff early, block them in, and so that we try to do at the beginning. Like as soon as it's over, then we try to get our head staff together. So that way we already know we don't have to work so hard. But started to get donations for whatever, we have to start that early too. So if you start too late, people say no. Our donation limit is a certain time, so you have to start early getting donations.
If someone wanted to contact Nava or help out,
You can contact Nava for any way of helping out, whether you want to help out and sponsor a dance contest, whether you want to donate stuff for the feed, because we have to get donations for the feed, or donations to have water, oranges, bananas, or whatever we want to give the vendors, because the dancers, because the dancers need to keep themselves energized so they can stay out there and dance all day.
it's dancing a celebration every year about this time.
Every year for Veterans Weekend, we honor the veterans every year at this time. This is the second time we have it at this park. Our very first one was held at Whittier Narrows, if anybody remembers that. We were there for quite a few years until it got too expensive. We couldn't afford it. Then we didn't have it there. We had it at Reggie Park over in San Pedro. Reggie Alligator.
Alligator Park.
Alligator Park, known as Alligator Park. It was.
One year all the winds came.
One year all the winds came, so we said forget it. So then we didn't have a powwow for a while because we couldn't find a park. And then this was offered to us, so we grabbed it.
It's a big history for what's the little fella?
This little girl, his name is Matsu. She is only 11 weeks. I have a part wolf over there, Mahaya. She's 5.5 years.
Oh, is this somebody's stepper?
No, just the wolf.
The wolves are those.
Yeah, the wolf's
I want to thank Mary. Continued efforts. Year after year, she's always right there, on top of the line. Little fella.
Little girl. All right, thank you.
Okay.
That'll scare. Look that way. There you go. Alrighty, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane Bentham. How about another big round of applause for our hit woman dancer, came all the way out here from Arizona, United States Air Force veteran. Thank you for your patience, but these giveaways, they have to take place in our arena. No matter how long it takes, from sun up to sundown, we have to have these giveaways. Give it back. Call in the Gary Atkins family. Gary Atkins family. Please come up here, please. We got storytelling going over at the Indian Village, so if you would please.
Jasmine, this little girl.
Okay, we're rolling.
Standing out
Here was one of the vendors in our Christmas Mary.
Lost her older sister Friday.
Well, these are my bags. They're handmade. My girlfriend, she cuts them out in clothes that I do the beadwork on the front. And I do quite well with that. They're $35, some are $40. I do a lot of beadwork here also.
Her older sister Angelo. And the family got word of it.
I enjoy it. I do a lot of
She was a girl wanted to call the Pow Wow. Dance.
Actually, well, I don't have a website. I don't know how to do a website.
You have to come to the powwow.
Have to come to the powwow.
The car shows, powwows.
Asked me this morning. I didn't know that they was going to do this.
Very.
Okay.
I don't know too much, but I know him. I just don't see him around a lot. You to do things like this with his community. Lifelong member of the Los Angeles community. Grew up here in Southgate, went to Southgate High School, so it's a pleasure to sing for these veterans. And to stand up here to speak for this family through a tragic time like this is something.
I have to send you this one. How you been, guy?
Okay.
The camera's rolling. You still dancing? You still dancing?
Yeah.
Died of a broken heart.
And this is all your family?
He told me he didn't want to live no more because he was up there to help his daughter out.
Show my daughter when she comes.
She can dance?
Shouldn't have had to get Where this the good Lord on why they take us, when they take us. She wanted to dance yesterday. They told her to dance. If she stops, then we're gonna lose our future generations to the streets, to gangs, to drugs, to alcohol, to violence. This arena here is here for the soldiers, our veterans that are here this weekend. And one gentleman was crying because his comrades didn't come back. His people
Oh, thank you. Clear the arena. Thank you, George Village Boys. So make your way over here. 3 teams. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout this weekend I've been asked many times how you know you might be Indian. Well, if you can answer 1 or 3 of these statements I'm about ready to put out there on the air, you know you're Indian. Listen up. You might be Indian if you have blankets for curtains. You might be Indian if you use your probation officer as a reference. You might be Indian if the most violent day in your community is election day. Because your relatives are asking you, why'd you vote for him? He's not even your cousin.
Yes, please. Thank you. Beautiful. Marvelous. Thank you.
Contestants, if you got a plate, come on out here.
This is Steve Bohe, and he's the president of the Golden State Gourd Society. And you did it again. This is Steve. Yeah.
Dig it. Okay.
Yeah. This is Steve Bohe, president of the Golden State Gourd Society, and I want to ask him a couple questions. Hello, Steve. Good. Good evening. How you doing? Pretty good. Pretty good. November is National Native American Heritage Month, and I want to ask you, what does that mean to you as a member of the Gourd Society, and what today's powwow also means to you also?
Yeah, that's a good question. As Native Americans, a lot of our warriors, which were called warriors before they had services, armed services, joined the service, whether it's the Marines, Navy, Army, Air Force, Coast Guard, and they joined on their own. They weren't drafted. Not only for Native Americans, but for November 11th, Veterans Day, is very special to the country, for the freedom that we enjoy, and for the gentlemen that sacrificed their lives so that we can stand here and do stuff like this, so that we can come together as Native American people and enjoy our heritage, our songs, our dances. Heritage, Native American Heritage Month, November, is something that we're finally getting recognized as Native people to this land, to this country. Here in Southgate, in Los Angeles area, where there's the biggest population of Indians anywhere in the United States. And it's good to be able to have these organizations like mine, Golden State Gore Dance Society, which is not a veterans organization, but which supports anything that goes on in this community. Anytime we can help an organization that has a powwow, we try to come and support them. Anyway, a non-profit organization, and just to come out and share our dances that were almost lost at one time. And especially this weekend when we had so many people, our fathers, uncles, grandparents who fought in these wars and lost people, friends, whether they're white, black, Mexican, Japanese. All these people sacrificed their lives so that we can enjoy what we have today in the state of California, as well as throughout the United States.
Yes, sir. And I want to...
Move over. Give me your name and your tribal name, tribal nation, and what year in the service, what branch of the service.
Okay.
Then we'll talk about Nava.
This is Powwow. Good man.
Here we have Mr. Mayor and we have Mr. Gibbons. And tell us a little bit about today, what it took to make today.
Okay, good. It's a beautiful day here in the city of Southgate. We're just so pleased to be able to house, be able to have guests here like this fine group of people in our city park here. Beautiful Sunday. And just to the north of us, you see the mountains of the city of Bell and Maywood. And
Good afternoon, everybody.
And you can see them now because the weather's clear. Of course, I say that tongue-in-cheek. It's really the mountains. A lot further.
And I've been honored here.
We're having a good time here today, and it's just really great. Sergeant Henderson from the Southgate High School Army Battalion is here.
Very respected person.
We're training a lot of young people, not for recruiting for the Army, but for giving them a certain amount of training. And
he
for the
always,
second time, well, last year was the first year, this is the second year that we've had the Army here in the city of Southgate helping out at Southgate High School. We hope to get them in Southeast High School and our new high school, number 9, once they get organized. But anyway, thank you very much.
Because he really has a good heart.
Thank you very much, Mayor.
Comes out and
Let's have us all event today.
Such a humble person.
When for a good mayor, and let's say we receive
Today
us
I've
back.
been asked to come and say a few words about
Certificate of appreciation from the city of LA, Mayor of the city of LA awarded us to us.
His grandson,
For the Native American Veterans Association. And we're very proud to have received it.
Caleb
Ori, very gosa, Mayor, very gosa.
Fortunately, I just had the
yesterday on Friday.
Since we are from the same tribe, he
We're
asked
very
me
proud
to
of
come
it.
up here to say a couple words.
People who worked hard to make this
We're
event.
gonna please join me and put
Especially
your thoughts
the city
together, your
of,
heart together, to say a
Mayor
couple of words
from today.
and a prayer for this.
And we really enjoy our event.
We wish him to
We hope everybody enjoys
continue following the
this
steps
fantastic
of
event, which is going
I know I
year
will be here
every year.
because of him.
I hope to be a big one next year.
I hold
very
very
much.
highly all my teachers. I ask you very humbly to please grant us and give us the strength to be able to continue these things. Today, Grandfather, we come to you in a very give them the strength, give them the wisdom, give them the courage.
Henderson, introduce yourself, please.
I'm First Sergeant Henderson from Southgate High School Army Junior ROTC, and I'm the Senior Army Instructor. And the ROTC program is for high school students 9th through 12th grade. It's a 4-year program, and it's a leadership, education, and training program that we provide students education and training and opportunities to become a leader. And so ideally the program is a student-led organization with hierarchy similar to that of the Army, where they have the battalion commander, her or his staff and command structure, and they earn rank, awards, and similar to that of the Army, they have different competing teams that compete nationwide, including marksmanship, drill, color guard. We have adventure training. We have orienteering teams, and all it is just opportunities for students to become involved in a competitive environment. Also, we do community events such as this one. We support community events with color guard, courtesy patrols. We try to give back to the community and teach the students that part of being a citizen is to give back and to provide support in a positive way back to the community. And that's our mission. All junior ROTCs have a mission, and that is to motivate young people to become better citizens, and that's what we're all about. And in a nutshell, that's what our program is.
Saginaw Grant from the Second Fox Nation. We're down here at the Southgate Pow Wow. We're celebrating Veterans Day. We'll be kind of making a movie here pretty quick, Fallen Angels. So look for us, okay? Thank you very much.
Saginaw, you're a veteran, right, Saginaw?
Right. United States Marine Corps.
Getting through all of these tests.
Good morning. This is Glenna Amos
And our
with
prayers
the
are
Native
strong.
American Veterans Association. Back in 1999, it was just a dream. And Bill Givens worked for the Employment Development Department, and he wanted to give veteran services at United American Indian Involvement. I was in charge of the employment and training component. I had started this whole training program. And so with the direction of Dave Rambo, the Executive Director of United American Indian Involvement, he asked me to start a veterans club. So what I did was I went through all our files and got the names of all the veterans that were registered at UAII, and we sent out letters to everyone. And so in our first humble meeting we had about 6 or 7 people, and later the Employment Development Department in downtown Los Angeles let us have a vet rep on a regular basis because Mr. Givens' office was not in our district. As time went on, we developed a board. We applied for a recognition as a 501(19), a veteran organization, and from that day forward, we have started to grow. Our very first venture was to have a powwow. And the way we did it was, there was a study going on at the VA in Los Angeles, and they were wanting to know why Native veterans, especially Vietnam veterans, were not using the VA for medical service. And so we hosted a big gathering of Vietnam veterans, and they gave us $1,000. So that was our seed money, and that's how we started Nava.
And then asking each and every one of our spectators.
Appropriate song. Charlie calls that song for our grand entry. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could please have you rise and stand to pay tribute to our Eagle staff, our red, white, and blue. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're quite honored with this grand entry song belonging to Charlie Kozan, two-time Purple Heart recipient. The song about him and his dad, both Purple Heart recipients from the Kiowa Nation. His dad served in World War II, and Charlie served in Vietnam. As you turn your attention over to the dancers coming into the arena, we want to thank Mr. Saginaw Grant, our Eagle Staff carrier. Mr. Saginaw Grant served the United States Marine Corps from the Saginaw Nation. Directly behind him, we have the Native American Veterans Association, carrying our red, white, and blue state flag, POW flag, Marine, Air Force, Army flag. So we want to have a big round of applause for our Eagle Staff carrier and our veterans. Directly behind him is our gourd dancer, Ray Loza. And behind our gourd dancer, we have our junior ROTC crew coming in with us on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Southgate, California. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to welcome you to give a big round of applause for Mike Littlevoice and Diane Betham, our head man and our head woman. Behind our head man and our head woman, we have our grandmas, our elders, our women. Behind our women and our elders, none other than our traditional dancers. Terry Hills Eagle Bustle, dance your style, boy, dance your style. Behind our traditional dancers, we have a chicken dancers, our 7th-string dancers, gentlemen of the plains. How about a big round of applause for our elder women and our men categories? Directly behind our men, we have our women categories, our fancy shawl. our brothers and sisters from the South, our Aztec dancers. We want to welcome them into the arena. Our Aztec dancers. South Cape, California, make some noise for our grand entry. All of our dancers are in the arena. Shake those bells, boys. Show me what you got. Get down with your bad self. Get down, boys. Oh, thank you, Sailor Nation. How about
My name is Tony Little Hawk. I'm the spiritual leader for Native American Veterans Association, and I want to welcome all of you here on this beautiful day for this powwow. And at this time, I'm honored, and it's always an honor to be able to say prayers for the people. I like to pray in my own way, and I ask you to pray in yours. Hey there, Grandfather. Come to you in a humble way today, Grandfather, asking for your guidance and direction. Asking that you keep us strong when we're weak, Grandfather, and keep our hearts and our minds open to the things you offer. Grandfather, we thank you for this beautiful day upon Mother Earth, Grandfather. For these drummers and these dancers, Grandfather. For Southgate, Grandfather, for letting us have this park to have this powwow, Grandfather. For all these veterans that have shown up here today, Grandfather, for the Veterans Day powwow. Grandfather, we thank you for bringing us here safely today. I ask you to take everybody home in the same way. Grandfather, I'd like to say prayers for all those soldiers out there on both sides, Grandfather, that are fighting still. Let them go home safely to their families. Grandfather, I ask prayers for those that are out there in addiction, those that are homeless, and those that are incarcerated. And that you walk in their lives for them, Grandfather. Grandfather, we thank you for this very, very beautiful day today, Grandfather, for this powwow. For that heartbeat of those drums that are playing for us today, Grandfather, that make you feel good. Grandfather, I'd like to thank you for the many, many blessings you've given us in our life. For these 4 directions in our life. And for another day of life.
That are in the center of the arena. Now our victory song. Dancers, we're going to ask you to dance as we sing in victory. We dance in victory. That have fought proudly, volunteering in every American war. Even before we became citizens in 1924, tribes and volunteers to fight for the great country we call home, United States of America. Oh, this song goes out to all you veterans. Again, we want to thank Mr. Saginaw Marine flag. Oh, thank you, veterans. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have our junior ROTC from the Southgate High School. My name is Bobby Whitebird. I'm from the Southern Cheyenne out of Concho, Oklahoma. I have been your MC this weekend, so I thank you. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, you may be excused. Veterans, dismissed. Red Hand, are you there?
Northwich boys, get ready to rock. Here we go. You're up next. Northwich boys, take it away. Veterans. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we've called our veterans roll call, Indian and non-Indian, to come up here and join us. All of our brothers and sisters come up here. That if you served in the military, come on up here. This is your time on this day that they set aside on the calendar. But we know amongst our Indian people, Veterans Day is every day. We honor them. But I just want to take a few moments before recognizing our veterans. They have a special place in the Native American communities. We don't celebrate their accomplishments just on Independence Day or Veterans Day. We know back home, each time a warrior returns home, he or she is welcome back, and we're glad to see them home.
Most Native American families show their appreciation for their safe return by having a soldier dance for their warrior. A feed and dance most of the day, sometimes going into the night. And our Native Americans have a long history of serving in the military. World War I, perhaps as many as 1/2 of the Native American population were not U.S. citizens. Our great-grandpas were not even United States citizens, and they went overseas and defended this country during World War I. And were not even eligible for the draft. Most of them volunteered.
And we'll talk later.
Bill Givens, retired Army and Air Force.
My name's Samuel Michael Bearpaw. I'm from the White.
Eric O'Neill, United States Navy, Cherokee.
Frank Ventura, United States Army, Vietnam, 70-71.
My name is Art Cameron. I served with 5th Special Forces Group Airborne in 1967 in the Central Highlands of Vietnam. I worked with the Montagnard people. The people were similar to us, that they had the land of Vietnam before, but they got chased away, just basically what happened to us. But they were very loyal people. Unfortunately, they fell to the communist hands after the war. I'm glad to be here.
John Brown, U.S. Army, Korea, 50 to 51.
Good afternoon. My name is Hermes Waxout from Oglala, South Dakota. During the Korean conflict, I served with 187th Airborne Regimental Combat Team. I made a first combat jump October 20th, 1950 in the Sabchan and Monsan, Sabchan and Sunchan. And second jump was 23rd of March, 1951 in Mansuni. Glad to be home. I like to be of service, but I can't make it through, kind of my health. I'm glad I served this country. There's been no white people took it away from me. I was ready to lay my own life down in battlefield. I left a lot of my buddies back home. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Picture of the past and the present. Still good looking.
My name is Paul Durancelet. I was in the U.S. Navy in the amphibious from 42 to 49. We made all the landings pretty near in the Pacific and one in the Aleutians.
My name's Ernesto, U.S. Air Force, 1974 through 77, and I honor the combat veterans here today.
My name is Joe Azevedo. I'm a proud member of the Yaqui Nation. Shout out to all those crazy Yaquis out there. They're right here. I was also a proud member of the United States Marine Corps from 1958 to 1962. I was in a place I can't talk about. It was called Laos, before Vietnam. I'd like to thank all of you for showing up, all of the members of the media that are here to show what we veterans have been putting up with for all
these past 10 years. Thank you for coming. Thank you to all the veterans that are here to speak out. Thank you for just honoring us. Oh, for all my relations.
My name is Tomas. I was with 23rd Infantry Division, Vietnam, Army, Airborne. I also want to take this time to honor my father who fought in North Africa and Italy with the 1st Armored Division. And for the women, this